agent detected. Helo is on site. Nearby rogue agent killed. High threat enemy patrol detected. Immediate medical assistance needed. System reactivated. Contaminated gear detected. Rogue agent neutralized. Rogue agent eliminated. Now detecting contaminated gear.
What is this adding to your statement? Absolutely nothing. So stop clapping. You're not at fucking Broadway.
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life. You should know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up. My foot is on your neck. Take my word for it. It's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life. You should know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up. My foot is on your neck. Take my word for it. It's a promise and a threat. I ain't never really want to flex my gifts, but I think it's my time. Let me check my wrist. You can never dim my shine. I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the tip top. When it's just in my jeans and I ain't looking back, cause I'm feeling like this, bro. They can never slow me down, but they need to hate me. Now I'm feeling like this. Rock with the team, cause you know that we winning, we with it, we going, we flowing again. I might just go by a Benz, I might just blow my advance. Whoa, I did it all for the feeling. Alive, but I'm making a killing. I'm gonna break every ceiling, cause I need a million, but I don't need your money. You can pay me in respect, cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, you should know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, you should know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. I even feeling spectacular, flow so sick it's hazardous. Y'all still suck like Dracula. Sip this beat, let's back it up. And I don't care about critics, cause they talk too much, and I know that I gotta keep on grinding, finding myself. I ain't gon' stop until I know I had enough. Mama, I made it, I know that they see me. I'm popping these bottles just like I'm a genie. I'm glad that you made me. It's all in my DNA. I'm up my chips like I'm working for Frito-Lay and betting bag on myself. I don't do this for my health. Every threat is a champion. Got the title, need a belt. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, you should know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. Gamble with your life, you should know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat.
Still young spits, but you call me young boss. Eating real good, so a man's gon' floss. Got my weight up and my view real posh. You a frisbee man, so that mean you get tossed. Got a new clip, studio in the back. Numbers rang up, had to split it with the chaps. Realest in the city, in my record, I fact. But your man's only chat when he do it in the raps like Jackman. So I go lost and don't really care what it cost them. You don't wanna cost them. My lifestyle awesome, couldn't decide if my gal want it too, so I bought them. Don't run track, but I run up a check. Run, do it real big, gotta one up the next. Point to the sky with the one up, I'm blessed. I'm young, rich and black, so you know I'm a threat.
Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. Righto champs, before we get stuck in, welcome to all you beautiful creepy subscribers. If you aren't already subscribed, pull your finger out, click that sub button. Also, make sure you hit the like button on this video. It does some weird sciencey shit with the YouTube algorithm and actually helps the video pop up in searches. And in turn, that helps the channel grow. Any and all support is super appreciated. I've made the promise to Miss Plum that once I hit 10k subs, I'll buy her an iPhone 12, so don't disappoint her. subscribe. So today we've got another PvP build, champs, but this is also very suitable to use in PvE. Remember, this is just how I have chosen to run it. Take this as a template, tweak it, make it your own, and even make it better. I'm kind of going through this phase with the game that I'm trying gear that either I don't like, I've never used, or I've had zero ability to play with. Just pulling gear out of my stash and seeing what I get. And to be honest, it's the most fun I've had with the game in a long time. So, over the last couple of weeks, I've been trying out Glass Cannon on a Striker Pestilence build. Pestilence is my baby.
The baby.
I absolutely love the Pestilence. It's one of the best guns in the game no matter what build you're running. Striker I haven't even touched since Div 1, and Glass Cannon I've been scared shitless of. But I've put on my pull-ups and given it a go. Heaps of potato aim in that opening clip, and you might have also noticed me shooting decoys and other deployed skills too. This is the fastest way to get your stacks up and then have them jump to the nearby players. Remember, Plague of the Outcast isn't a status effect and there's literally nothing you can do to counter it except hide, pop heals and armor kits and pray it wears off before you get cooked. Righto, I know, stop stalling Plum, let's get into it. Here it is, champs, my Striker Pestilence build. 6 reds, no blues, no yellows, 726k armor. And a strong breeze would kill me. I know this build isn't going to be for everyone and you definitely need to change your playstyle and play that range game on this build. The way I've set it up is I've opted for 3-piece Striker, 2 Providence and 1 Petrov. Now you could definitely run 2-piece Walker here rather than the Providence, so you're getting bonus weapon damage and damage to armor, but I wanted to use the 2 named Providence pieces. For the specialization, you could use anything. I've opted for Firewall simply for that armor kit. 200% armor and health over 10 seconds. It's still super strong in PvP. The main gun of the build is the Pestilence. Maxed out, and we have that increased rate of fire, so we're at 688. Which just means that we can get those Plague of the Outcast stacks even faster. The Pesties talent is called Plague of the Outcast, for those that didn't know. Hits apply a debuff dealing 100% weapon damage over 10 seconds, and this stacks 50 times. Whenever a hostile dies with this debuff, all the stacks jump to a nearby hostile within 25 meters. This is where shooting deployed skills is amazing. Tag decoys, hive, other skills, and then watch those pesty ticks jump to players and destroy whole squads. For your secondary gun, use whatever you like. I picked up this Godroll Police M4 with Optimus the other day, so I'm just testing it out as a backup. Super handy to have a gun like this, just in case you get pushed and you get stuck during the reload of the Pestilence. For the pistol, it's not important, use whatever. Righto, to the build, champs. Striker Mask. We get 15% weapon handling, 15% rate of fire. Why not the 4-piece Plum? Because I don't want to. If you want to try the 4-piece, give it a go, play around with it, see if it works for you, and let me know in the comments. I've got 15% weapon damage, crit hit damage mod. Now, if you want, you could definitely stack weapon handling everywhere on this build to get those godlike beams. But I actually like having the damage and the crits on this build. The chest is the sacrifice, which comes with perfect glass cannon. All damage you deal is amplified by 30%, all damage you take is amplified by 60%. Yeah, sure, it's a trade-off, but it works great to buff those pesty ticks. 2-piece Prov bonus, we get headshot damage and crit hit chance. This is a maxed out piece, and I've opted for a crit hit chance mod. Now, feel free to change this to Walker if you like. Like I said, I like to have some damage on my shots and not just let the ticks carry the build. Striker holster, we've got weapon damage and crit hit damage. Striker knee pads, we've gone with weapon damage and crit hit damage. The gloves are the named Petrovs, the contractor's gloves, so we get that 10% LMG damage and that 8% multiplicative damage to armor roll. This is a must-have item for this build, so whatever you're tweaking, make sure you keep this one. And for the backpack, we've gone with the gift. Nearly fully optimized, and the talent is perfect vigilance. It increases your total weapon damage by 25%, taking damage cancels the buff for 3 seconds. Again, if you wanted to run Walker rather than Providence, go for it. But I do feel like the combination of Glass Cannon and Vigilance is a must for this build. So what are we going to run for our skills? Run whatever you like. Because we're so freaking squishy, avoiding detection is key. So I've opted for the decoy. And because my eyes are so shit and I have trouble seeing players, I use the pulse. Over to the stats. The Pestilence has 44 crit hit chance, 128 crit hit damage, 100% headshot damage, and that 14% multiplicative damage to armor, which works with the Pesty ticks too. Our backup gun, which is the Police M4, has 54 chance, 138 damage, 90 headshot damage, and 8% damage to armor. This build's reasonably easy to put together and heaps of fun to use. Wiping squads with that massive pesty tick is pretty hilarious. So scan this build, convert it to a PDF, edit it to suit you and make it better. Or just simply cut and paste. I really recommend diving into your stash and grabbing items that you don't use and putting them on and giving it a go. It just makes the game more fun, makes it feel fresh and new again. And that's it for me on this one, champs. Drop a comment below about whatever. Any feedback, build questions, suggestions or ideas, you know I'm easy. Help yourself and the channel, make sure that you've hit that bell notification so you know every time I upload new content. So, did you like it? Then smash that like button, and if you didn't, you can press the dislike. But remember, to support me and the channel, hit that sub button and become a creepy subscriber. And I'll catch you all in the next one, champions. I'm Plum out.